Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. It is now September 13 in our Strat-O-Matic 1969 replay. And we've got a ball game this morning. It's Houston and Atlanta. Houston at Atlanta, and we have two of the best there are in among pitchers. Larry Dierker for Houston and Phil Niekro for Atlanta. Houston won the first game of this series on September 12th. Atlanta has a 4-game lead over San Francisco. Unfortunately for San Francisco, they lost also. And time is running out for San Francisco. 31-44. Atlanta has 18 more games. And good morning, Kathy Harden. I'm doing pretty well. I hope you are well this morning. Let me go over the opening lineups here for the Astros. Joe Morgan leading off at second. Jesus Alou will bat second and left. His brother Felipe is playing for the Braves. Jimmy Wynn in center, Norm Miller in right, Kurt Blefary at first base, Doug Rader at third, Dennis Menke at short, Johnny Edwards behind the plate, and Larry Dierker, the pitcher, batting ninth. He's a right-hander. He's 116. For Atlanta, it's Felipe Alou leading off in center field. Felix Millan at second. Hank Aaron in right field. Rico Carty is the cleanup hitter. He's in left. Orlando Cepeda at first base batting fifth. Cletus Boyer will bat third and bat sixth. Sonny Jackson at short, batting seventh. Batting eighth, Bob Didier, the catcher. And the pitcher, Phil Niekro, with 20 wins this season. And we want to thank you for being here for this ball game. And the Atlanta Braves take the field. There's Niekro on the mound taking his warm-ups. And leading it off is Joe Morgan for Houston. Okay, Niekro is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Morgan. That's 410. Left-handed, grounds to short X for Jackson. He is a 331. And he throws him out, one away. Morgan is retired. And here's Jesus Alou. Oh. Necro into his windup. Pitch to Jesus. That's going to be 3-8. Right-handed. Grounds it to short again. It's for Jackson. And he makes the play, 2 outs. And the batter is Jimmy Wynn. This is the second of a 3-game series. Houston won the first games. And this is our first game on September 13 in our 1969 Strat-O-Matic replay. Here's Necro, the pitch to Win. That's 610 right-handed, fly ball center X. Felipe getting under it. Felipe 3-4. That's a 1-3. That's going to drop in for a double, D3. And Wynn is standing at second with a stand-up double. A 2-out double by Jimmy Wynn. Kathy notes, I've been trying to make this a question but couldn't. Did you know Robert Todd Lincoln was at Garfield and McKinley assassinations? Yeah, I did know that, Kathy. I mean, you could say who was present at both those assassinations. You could say, if you want to make it a little easier, what child of a president was at both the Garfield and McKinley assassinations. He has quite an interesting life, by the way. Robert Todd Lincoln, the only surviving son of Abraham. Now Norm Miller will come up in a clutch situation. It's Win on second, 2 outs. It's very interesting. Oh. Okay, Necro from the stretch. Trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Norm Miller. Yeah, that is 2-5 right-handed. He walked him. So it's first and second with 2 outs. And Kurt Blefary comes up. He's in a clutch situation here. It's very interesting. You know, that history is very interesting. All of it. The Garfield assassination is fascinating. The guy who did it. The McKinley, the guy who did that. Lincoln, of course. I mean, always Lincoln. I mean, we can study Lincoln for the ages. Okay, Blefary, left-handed hitter in a clutch situation. Here's Necro from the stretch trying to get out of this. And the pitch to Blefary. 3-8 right-handed, and he flies it to center. This should end the inning. Under it is Felipe, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired, so it's no runs for Houston in the top of the first. A double and a walk, both left on. We've gone half. It's Houston nothing, and Atlanta coming up. And RS has arrived. He's for the Stros. I'm for the Stros. Good morning to RS. Where are you at, RS? You at work? Do you listen to this at work? Is that what you do? I think you told me that. Here's Larry Durker. He's won 16 on the season. We could say the ace of the Houston team here. Their best season ever in franchise history. They're 6 games over 500. Leading it off for, okay, you're at work, yeah. Leading it off for Atlanta is Felipe Alou. And Felipe steps in the batter's box. Here's Durker now. He's ready. The wind-up and the pitch to Felipe. That's 1-4, and he grounds it back to Durker. He fields it and throws it to Blefary for the first out. Now Felix Millan is the batter. Here's Durker now. And the pitch to Millan. That's 1-6 right-handed. That's hit well by Felix. Oh my, to right, going back. Miller at the warning track. He makes the catch. He's got that on his own card. He has W power both sides, but there's the home run, 1-8 on a 1-6 right-handed. And it went back to the warning track and caught by Miller, 2 down. And here's Henry Aaron. That's 4-7 on a right-handed. And, oop, that is such a tough call. That is a re-roll. Oh, it's such a tough call. Oh. Yeah, 4-9 right-handed, and he walked him. So Aaron takes first. Aaron on first here with 2 outs, and here's Rico now. Three, 4 grounds to third, and Raider has it, and he throws it to first, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the walk to Aaron. He was left on base after 1. It's a scoreless ball game. For those of you interested, if you go to the community board, I did research and I learned that for divisional playoffs in '69, home field alternated year by year between divisions. It had nothing to do with who had the better record. Accordingly, the divisional playoffs will be, I know you can't see this, but they will be as they were in real world. Game 1 and 2 at the Western Divisional Champions, and games 3 through 5 as necessary at the Eastern Division Champions. They will be the same as they were in real world for the American League. So they are printing the tickets already. Game 1 will be Minnesota at Baltimore. Same with game 2, and then games 3, 4, and 5 as necessary will be at Minnesota. And the World Series also alternated. They've changed that. And therefore it'll be the same as it was in real world, meaning at the AL champion for games 1, 2, 6, and 7, and then games 3, 4, and 5 at the NL champions. So we are all set with that. I was wondering about that, and now we have that settled. Top of the second, here's Necro now. And he'll face Doug Rader to start off the top of the second. No score here. And we will use the same lineups as used in real world for the Minnesota-Baltimore series. We'll follow the same lineups if Atlanta wins the West that they used. And of course, if Pittsburgh or St. Louis wins, we'll use different lineups. We'll have to come up with the best, most realistic lineups we can. Postseason will be brought to you live right here on the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Okay, Rader is at the plate. Here's Necro now. And the pitch to Rader. That's 5-4 right-handed catcher X. Didier 2-2. I hope you're right, Rhodes Scholar. Oh, Lord, I hope you're right. I may have Mays lead off. That's going to be Didier 2-2. I hope you're right, sir. Five, 8, 9. Should be a clean WS. And it is a squibber in front of the plate, but no one is there. And Rader is safe at first. And we have a question top of the third from Kathy Harden. Beautiful. So Rader leads off with a squibber right in front, right between the everybody on the left side. Rader on first now. Here's Dennis Menke. I hope you're right, Rhodes Scholar. They are 4 games behind with less than 20 games left. Okay, here's Necro now. And the pitch to Menke. That's 511 right-handed, grounds it to first X. Orlando 210. This could be 2. E10 3 4 5 6. And it is a double play. We can score that any way we want. I'll call it 3 to 3 to 4. And that'll make it 2 outs, nobody on. And here's Johnny Edwards. Okay, Necro now. The windup and the pitch to Edwards. That's 3-7 right-handed. Fly ball center. Under it is Felipe. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs for Houston. 1 hit, the leadoff single, out in a double play, none left. Middle of the second, it's a scoreless ball game, and we have a question coming up after this inning. Here's Durker now. Bottom of the second, no score. And leading it off will be Orlando. A matchup between the 2 aces here, Durker and Necro. Okay, Durker, the windup. And the pitch to Orlando. That's 4-8 right-handed. And that is a liner to third. Oh, nice catch by Doug Rader. The Red Robin. 1 down. Single 1 to 15. It was a 20 on the 20 die. And here's Cletus Boyer now with 1 out, nobody on. Oh. 4-9 right-handed, walked him. So Cletus is on with 1 out. And the batter is Sonny Jackson. Here's Durker from the stretch. 4-2 left-handed, grounds it to second. Morgan steps on the bag and throws it to first for a double play. Or any way you want to score it. The side is retired. No runs, no hits, the walk, none left. And after 2, it's a scoreless ball game. And now we invite you to give it up for Kathy Harden now. Her first question, I believe, of the morning. Wait for it now. Here it is. In honor of Women's History Month, which track and field star held world records for 100 and 200 meters as of her death in 1998? She won 3 golds at the 88 Olympics. God, I feel ashamed that I don't know. I could take a guess, but I would probably embarrass myself. So I'm going to yield. I'm going to yield on that. I was going to say Joyner. I was going to say frickin' Joyner, Rhodes Scholar. What do we have here? What do we have here now? And no, that's not it. Oh, Lord. It's a great question. And she died in 1998. No Googling, people. Please, no Googling. Please. We do this on the honors system. Well, if there's not any more guesses, Kathy, we'll take the answer if you'd be so kind as to let us know. Great question. Her name is more difficult, but I can't. Oh, you can't think of it, Rhodes Scholar. Okay. Flo Jo. Is that her name? Kathy? That's her full name, Flo Jo? Whew. Oh, that's Rhodes Scholar. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so out of it. Flo Jo. Oh, no, Rhodes. Flo Jo. Lord. Oh, that was her nickname. Flo Jo was her nickname. God. Well, we'll definitely give you a red Mike and Ike for that. It's getting sticky. Who was it, Kathy Harden? What was her name, Kathy Harden? You gonna tell us? Or was that the nickname of Joyner? Well, Florence Griffith Joyner. Oh, that's the nickname, but that's not the correct answer. Florence Joyner. Oh, wait a minute. So it's Florence Joyner is the correct answer? I'm confused. And Rhodes Scholar did not get credit. Oh, Lord, I'm confused, Kathy Harden. Flo Jo is the correct answer. Okay, that's pretty tough there by you, Kathy, that you wouldn't give it to him. He got Joyner. And thank you for an excellent and very perplexing question. And we're going to move to the top of the third here. All right. Here's Phil Necro now, top of the third. No score here. And Durker will lead it off. Oh, two different runners. Oh, well, that's a horse of a different color. I got you. Gotcha. Okay, here's Necro. He's ready. Durker at the plate. That's 1-8, and he struck him out. And that's the first strikeout for Necro today. One down. Top of the order, Joe Morgan. He grounded to short in the first. Here's Necro, the windup, and the pitch to Morgan. That's 6-7 left-handed, and there's a base hit for Morgan. It was a 6-7 left-handed single, 1-12. And yeah, Women's History Month, I have respect for that. We should get more of that. Well, okay, Morgan being held, he's a 1-17 though, with Didier a +2. And here's Jesus at the plate. Necro from the stretch. Next question, top of the fourth. Awesome. Keep them coming. Here's the pitch to Jesus. There goes Morgan. And he's safe. So Morgan singles to lead off. With one out, and now steals second. He's in scoring position. That'll bring up Jesus. Yeah, Jesus still at the plate. I'm sorry. Here's Necro now from the stretch. And the pitch to Jesus. That's 2-8, right-handed. Grounds it to third. Cletus throws to first. Morgan holds. It's 2 outs now. And Jimmy Wynn will come up in a clutch situation. He doubled in the first, left on. Morgan on second, 2 outs. Top of the third, no score. Here's Necro now. And the pitch to Wynn. That's 2-3 right-handed. That's a ballpark in Atlanta. Right-handed. It's an 11. Oh, it'll be a liner to second, caught by Felix. Just beautiful catch by Felix Millan to save it. Maybe save a run there. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit. The single by Morgan. He stole second and was left there. We're in the middle of the third. The Braves won this game 3-2 in 13 innings in real worlds. And we move to the bottom of the third now. Durker on the mound. And Bob Didier will lead it off. Okay, here's Durker, the wind-up, and the pitch to Didier. 5-6, switch hitter batting left, and that is a base hit. Woo! A single by Didier there. Off Durker's card, and that'll bring up Phil Necro. A bunter. Okay, Durker now. And the pitch to Necro. He lays it down. The infield is back, though. It's good, though. It's a good bunt. It's an 8A. Hits a first. Bleffery can only take it to the bag. Perfect bunt by Necro. And Didier on second with 1 out. We have another question after this inning. Keep them coming. Here's Felipe now. The pitch from Durker. That's 2-8 right-handed. There's a base hit to right. Will this score Didier? It's a tough call. He's 1-11. And -1, 1-10. It's a 50-50 shot. We're sending him home. Sending him home. And he is out. Didier thrown out by Miller. Felipe goes to second on the throw. They sent him. And here's Felix Millan. It's 2 outs now with Felipe in scoring position. Beautiful throw by Norm Miller. Okay, here's Durker. Pitch to Millan, 5-2 right-handed, grounds to second X. That's for Morgan, a 323. That's a 3-3. It goes through. It's a single 1. 4-8, 9-10, 11. E23. Oh, and he boots it. Oh, my. It's going to be a single and an error. And Felipe will score. Lord. Single and an error. Felipe's scoring. Well, I don't think I'll give an earned run on that. That makes it 1-0 Atlanta. And here's Aaron with Felix on first. Still only 1 out. 2 outs, I'm sorry. Here's the pitch to Aaron. That's 3-7. No one being held. Grounder to second. Morgan has it this time. And he throws Aaron out. And the side is retired. But there was a run on 3 hits. They're lucky it wasn't more. Didier being thrown out at the plate on the single by Felipe. We've gone 3. It's 1-0 Atlanta. And now I ask you all to listen for it. Wait for it. Kathy Harden with the next question. In 1959, he pitched 12 perfect innings and lost. I know that Rhodes Scholar knows that. In 1959, he pitched 12 perfect innings and lost. Indeed, Kathy. Harvey Haddix, what a game that was, and it's a great question. I guess Rhodes Scholar's away from the field here. And we're going to head to the top of the 4th, Phil Necro now. 1-0 Atlanta. Norm Miller leads it off. He walked in the first. Bill Ivamy says, name the player who got the only hit for the Braves. Off Haddix. Oh, God, I wouldn't know. I would just have to do a wild guess, and I'm not going to do that because It's a good guess from Road Scholar. That's, oh, Joe Adcock, okay. Okay, Necro ready on the mound. Here's the pitch to Miller to start off the top of the fourth. 5'8", left-handed, grounds to second X. That's for Felix. 117. That's going to go through. It's a base hit, single one. 6-10-13. And it's a leadoff single for Norm Miller, the tying run at first. And here's Kurt Blefary. Okay, Necro now from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Blefary. 1-3 right-handed. That's a ballpark. Oh, that's going to go through for a base hit. Miller goes to second and holds. First and second with nobody out. And Doug Rader is the batter. And we got another question. Beautiful. Top of the fifth from Kathy Harden. Beautiful. After this inning, folks. First and second, nobody out. Tying and go-ahead runs are on base. And here's Rader at the plate. Necro from the stretch. 2-5, he struck him out. And that's the second one for Necro. And here's Dennis Menke. Menke grounded into a double play in the second. Necro now. And the pitch. 2-11 right-handed. Oh, there's another one. Grounds to second. Felix throws to short. And then over to first for the double play, 4-6-3. Beautiful play there. I saw that done in the Yankee-Met game. I forgot who. But he tossed it there. And the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left after the double play. We're in the middle of the fourth. It's 1-0 Atlanta. Here's Durker now. Oh, leading it off is Rico. He grounded to third in the first. The pitch from Durker. That's 2-9 right-handed. Grounds it back to Durker. He fields it and throws it to Blefary, 1 down. And the batter is Orlando. Orlando 0 for 1. Pitch from Durker. 3-7 right-handed. He walked him. So Orlando is on. He's a B. Not being held, 1-12 with Edwards. And here's Cletus Boyer. That's 111 right-handed. He is not being held. And it's a grounder to second. Morgan on the bag double play over to first. He was not being held. And the side is retired. I'm just double checking on that. Hold on, Kathy. Yeah, he was not being held. I did a quick instant replay without having to bother all of you. And now we're gonna get ready for the next question from Kathy Harden. Here it comes, folks. Wait for it now. Who is the only non-Beatle to get credit for his electric piano on an album? Did he get credit? I guess he did. Or I didn't know he got credit. And Rhodes Scholar gets Preston. And Rhodes Scholar and Kathy for the great Beatles question. Great to have a Beatles question there. Got a red one here for Kathy and Rhodes Scholar, and I guess me too. And it was a super, I love it. And that was, he played electric piano on, was it electric piano? Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, the Get Back, the Let It Be album. Yeah. It was on, I guess it was it Get Back? The song Get Back? Amazing how he could just come in there and come up with that riff like he did, wasn't it? Well, it's a 1-0 ball game. And Phil Necro comes out. Keep them coming, Kathy, as you have them. They are awesome. 1-0 Braves here. Oh, Bill Ivamy has a question after this half inning. Beautiful, Bill. Okay, here's Necro now. 4 shutout innings. And Johnny Edwards to lead it off. It's 1-0 Atlanta. Here's the windup and the pitch to Edwards. 2-8, and he grounds it to short for Jackson. And he throws it to Cepeda, 1 down. And now Larry Durker, the pitcher. Durker at 2 NR. Here's Necro. That is 4-8, right-handed. Grounds it to short, Jackson. To Orlando, 2 outs. So 2 ground balls to Sonny Jackson at short. Make 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Nobody on. Joe Morgan, 1 for 2. He singled in the 3rd, stole 2nd, was left on. Necro wind up and the pitch to Morgan. That's 2-8, right-handed. Walked him. You hate to do that. Hate to put him on. He will be a 1-17 with Didier. And here we go again. Let's see if he goes. Jesus at the plate. Necro from the stretch. There he goes, and he's safe. That's his second stolen base of this ball game. And it's another clutch situation here. Jesus with a chance to tie it up. Two down. Morgan on second. Jesus 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Necro. That is 3-7 right-handed. There's a base hit. Wait a minute, it's a clutch situation. It is not a base hit. Oh my, it's a beautiful catch by Sonny Jackson. And the side is retired. Folks, you all know it, and I think it's super advanced rule here. We'll look at it again, 3-7 right-handed, and there's the clutch. And if it says single in a clutch situation, as I believe Rhodes Scholar knows so well, it is a pop-out. And then we decide which pop-out. Since he's a right-hander, we'll have him pop to Jackson. So that's a tough play there. That's a tough outcome. It's going to be no runs, no hits. The walk to Morgan left on. Second time he was left on second, middle of the fifth. 1-0 Atlanta. And I ask you all to now give it up for Bill Ivamy and his trivia question. Here it is. The Reds lost to the A's in the 72 World Series. Who played third base for the Reds that year? Well, I think that's... Maybe he didn't. Maybe it was someone else by 72. Who played third base for the Reds that year? He's playing in your game today. Huh. Lord. Oh, I think I got it. I think Mankey went to them. I could be wrong. All right. And we give let's get a red one there for both of us. And look at that, Bill Ivamy spelled it right. His name is Dennis Mankey with one N in the first name. And it was a super, super question. Yeah, I have not thought about that in so long. That Mankey started, I believe, with the Braves. Then he went to Astros, and then he went to the Reds. At third, Perez was moved to first, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're getting some really super questions from our friends here today. We're going to head to the bottom of the fifth in just a couple minutes. It's part of the Morgan trade. Wow. If you don't mind, everybody, I'm going to just take a little bit of a break for 2 or 3 minutes here in Studio B. Part of the Morgan trade. So Mankey and Morgan went to Cincinnati. I can't imagine who, Morgan really excelled on Cincinnati. And this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. And I hope Rhodes Scholar is right about San Francisco winning the division. It would be quite a win. Atlanta's been ahead basically all season. comeback, what a turn of events it would be. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh's been ahead for much of the season, most of the season. And that's a very close race in the East, as they're only 2 games ahead of St. Louis. And so we have a couple of races here in the National League. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Thank you. Oh, I'm reading this now. The Braves flipped Mankey to the Astros for Sonny Jackson after the '67 season. Okay, so Mankey from Atlanta to the Astros. Okay, that was a dubious trade, huh? I don't see Jackson. It was a 1-to-1 deal. I don't see Jackson anywhere near as good as Dennis Mankey. Oh. Bottom of the 5th here, Durker will come out. His first endurance is the 9th, and so is Necros. And Sonny Jackson, speaking of Sonny Jackson, a better prospect, okay. He is coming up to the plate. Okay, Jackson steps in. He takes a ball low. 1-0. Very good timing. Okay, Durker now. The pitch to Jackson. That's 5-8 left-handed. Grounds to second X. That'll be from Morgan. 323. Ground ball 1, 6-9, 13. And he throws him out, 1 out. And here's Bob Didier, the catcher. Didier singled, and he was thrown out of the plate by Norm Miller on a base hit by Felipe. They ended up scoring, though, when Mian hit a base hit and then the throwing error by Morgan. It's 1 out, nobody on. Didier at the plate. Here's the pitch from Durker. 4-6, switch hitter batting left. That's hit well. Into the gap by Didier. It's dropping, and it is a double for Didier, his second hit of the ball game. It was a 4-6 left-handed, triple 1 to 8, double the rest. Bill Ivamy has a Beetle baseball question, middle of the 6th. Whoa. That'll come up right after this inning. Whoa. I think I know the answer already. Can I give you the answer already, Bill? Here's Phil Niekro now, with 1 out and Didier in scoring position. I have the answer already. You want the answer, Bill? Just tell me yes or no, will you? Here's Durker. I'm serious. I have an answer for that question. Candlestick Park. Okay. Okay, here's Durker. The pitch to Niekro. That's 3-8. He struck him out. And that's the first strikeout today for Durker. 2 down now, and it's another clutch situation here. Felipe, he's 1 for 2, singled, scored the lone run today in the 3rd. The pitch from Durker, 3-8. Oh my, it is a liner to 3rd and a beautiful catch by Rader, the Red Robin. And the side is out. It's a 3-8 right-handed. Single 1 to 7. It was 11. And that will retire the side. No runs. The 1-out double by Didier left on. We've gone 5. We've got a ball game. It is 1-0 Atlanta. And now I ask you all to wait for it now. The question, Beatles baseball. Great combo from Bill Ivamy. In Bowden's book, Ball 4, he states that Larry Durker sang a Beatles song between innings of a game he pitched. Name the tune. Oh Lord, I don't remember. Lord, and I read that book, but a very long time ago. White Album. That's just a guess. McCartney's song, okay. Well, you gave it away, Bill. You gave it away. It's, and there's a Kathy Harden there. We're going to give it up for Bill Ivamy on the question. I did not know that. And also to Kathy Harden with the answer. Very novel question. And definitely a well, he gave us a big hint, but yeah, we've gone 5. It's a 1-0 ball game. Here's Phil Niekro now, going for win number 21. It's a 1-0 ball game. It'll be Wynn, Miller, and Bleffery for Houston. Yeah, you know, he's on Twitter X. He's on X, formerly Twitter. He rarely posts. Top of the 6th here, and leading it off is Jimmy Wynn, the toy cannon. Doubled in the first, left on, and popped to second. Okay, here's Niekro now. The wind up, the pitch to Wynn. 3-7 right-handed. There's a drive hit out to center. Running for it is Felipe, and he catches up with it. Nice catch. 1 out. 3-7 right-handed. Double 1-7. It was at 17. 1 down, and here's Norm Miller. Walked and single today. Oh. Niekro now. And the pitch. Oh, we got a double shot here for Kathy Harden after this in the middle of the 7th inning stretch. Beautiful. Just what we need. Here's the pitch to Miller. 3-4 to break the tension. He hit him. So Miller is on. Niekro hits Miller. A double shot. It was a 3-4 right-handed. And so Miller on first, 1 down, tying run, Miller. Here's Kurt Bleffery, left-handed hitter. Niekro from the stretch. Pitch to Bleffery. 6-6 left-handed, and that is a fly to center, and Felipe makes a running catch again. 2 down, and here's the Red Robin, Doug Rader. You know, Bill Ivamy said he was going to give a question in the middle of the 6th, but he gave it after the 5th, the top of the 6th. Is that correct, Bill Ivamy? I think that is. Either way, it's all good. Okay, here's Raiders, singled and struck out. It's Miller on first, 2 down. Here's the pitch to Rader. I think maybe I made the, I don't know. 2-3 right-handed, grounds it to short Jackson. Fields it, throws it to Orlando, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits. Oh, you were quick on the trigger. Happiness is a warm gun. So no runs, no hits, a hit by pitch left on. Middle of the 6th, 1-0 Atlanta. Here's Durker. Felix Mian, 1 for 2, will lead it off. I know nobody can do me no harm because. Here's Durker now. The pitch to Mian. That's 6'5" right-handed, struck him out, and that's rare. That's relatively rare. Felix only struck out 35 times, but that's like hitting 35 homers. That's how often. It's one down. Here's Aaron. Aaron walked and grounded to second. Pitch from Durker. That's 6'5" right-handed, and again struck him out. And it was, I think, the same call there. But, it happens. Rhodes Scholar, I believe the inspiration was an ad he saw in a magazine. That's all I know about that. Here's Rico Cardi, 2 outs, nobody on. Oh, it was an NRA commercial. Okay. I thought it was a print ad that he saw in a magazine or something. Here's the pitch to Cardi with 2 outs. Yeah, it was an ad. That's 5'10", right-handed. Fly ball center. And that's for Jimmy Wynn, and he makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 by Durker. And we've gone 6. It's quite a ball game. 1-0 Atlanta. And Niekro comes out to pitch the top of the 7th. And after this, we'll have a double shot during the 7th inning stretch. Menke has grounded into 2 double plays in this game. He's 0 for 2. And here's Menke now. .58 right-handed, grounds to second X. Mian. 117. Ground ball 1, E17, 6-7-8. And he throws him out, 1 away. Here's Johnny Edwards. Here's Niekro now. And the pitch. That's 3-5 right-handed. Struck him out. And that is the 3rd strikeout for Niekro, and Larry Durker is the batter. This is a waste of an inning, I think, for Houston with the bottom 3rd of the order. We'll just get ready to move on. Here's the pitch to Durker. 2-7, and he struck him out. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 for Niekro. 1-2-3 for both pitchers. It's the 7th inning stretch, and it's still 1-0 Atlanta. And I ask you, please give it up here and wait for the question. Double shot from Kathy Harden. What will Nancy Sinatra forever be associated with from her hit song in 1966? Frank comes in, boots were made for walking, Scholar with boots, Ivy with boots, red jelly beans for all. Did you know she blocked me on Twitter? I wonder what I said that upset her. She blocked me on Twitter. Super question. Nancy Sinatra, these boots were made for walking. Bill Ivamy has one after this inning. It'll be the top of the 8th. And we hope you're enjoying the ball game. 1-0 Atlanta. We got another one coming from Kathy, a double shot here in the 7th inning stretch. Whew. Lord. Is the place for me. Oh, Lord, help me, God. Wait for it now, folks. One more cup here. One more luscious cup of coffee for this ball game. We got a second question, and she likes to space them. It's a good pitching matchup, Kevin, no doubt about it. And a very important game for Atlanta, and every game now, as they have a 4-game lead over San Francisco. Scholar insists San Francisco will win the division. What a great finish that would be. Oh. Wait for the question from the wonderful Kathy Harden. Here it is. When Babe Ruth hit his 60th on September 30, 1927, this future Hall of Fame pitcher appeared as a pinch hitter in what would be his last game ever. Whoa. Boy, that is arcane, Kathy. I think it was Walter. Because I believe Zachary of Washington Senators let up the home run. That would be pretty strange for Walter Johnson to come in. I got it. Okay, we'll give a red. I don't know how you find that one, Kathy, but we're going to give reds to you. And since I'm the host here, I'll take an orange. Okay? Just keeping you on your toes a little bit. So Walter Johnson. That's pretty wild, Kathy Harden. And it wasn't easy. I bet it wasn't easy. That, by the way, folks, he became an announcer for the Senators on radio. Oh, thank you, Frank. And if you go to YouTube and do a search, you can find a game that he was announcing. So you go Walter Johnson, radio, baseball. Well, Necro coming out, Durker coming out. He's pitched excellent baseball. He's allowed only 1 run. Unfortunately, Necro has been just a little better here. It's a 1-0 ball game, and a very important ball game. It's scoreboard watching time. The Giants are 4 games behind. And in case you're wondering, they play Cincinnati later on this date. It'll be Maloney for the Reds and Gaylord Perry for the Giants. And Gaylord will come in with 18 wins. And I'll tell you, it's going to be tough. Every game is very important here because these teams have approximately just under 20 games left in the season, so there's no time to dawdle. We have a question after this half inning from Bill Ivamy. Oh, leading it off is Orlando. Kathy Harden for the Astros. Okay, Durker is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Orlando. That's 5-6 right-handed, and he struck him out. That's the fourth for Durker. And Cletus Boyer is the batter. Cletus walked and grounded into a double. .58 right-handed, grounds to second, X Morgan. A lot of second base X's today. 323. Ground ball 3 pound. Irrelevant 367 23. And he throws him out. 2 away. And here's Sonny Jackson. Jackson 0 for 2. Oh. Durker into his windup. And the pitch to Jackson. 5-8 left-handed, grounds again to second, Morgan. X. He's already made a throwing error. 16-3, ground ball 1. 4-6-7. And again, he throws him out. And it's a 1-2-3, and that is, well, that's 8 in a row for Durker. And Charles has arrived. And this is going to be give it up for Bill Ivamy. It's 1-0 after 7. Here it is. In the late 70s, while playing for the Blue Jays, Rico Carty slid into second base. Something flew out of Rico's back pocket. Name the item. That's a good one. I didn't know he played that late. No, not a cigar. In the late 70s, while playing for the Blue Jays, Rico Carty slid into second base. Something flew out of Rico's back pocket. Name the item. That's definitely a red jelly bean question. Definitely. Definitely a red jelly bean. I'm stumped. I mean, it could be a lot of things. Anybody else? His wallet. Okay. All right. There you go, sir. That was an interesting question. At least it wasn't something bad. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that question, Bill Ivamy, and we certainly invite anybody to ask a question, any in between innings or half innings. He didn't trust the safety box in the clubhouse. Oh, really? Really? Okay. Well, here's Necro throwing shutout baseball. No runs, 5 hits. He walked 1, hit 1, struck out 4. He's been very tough, and it'll be the top of the order. Joe Morgan leading it off. Astros won the first game of this 3-game series, and the Braves won this one 3-2 in real world, this game. And that one went 13 innings. It was scoreless after 9 and then scoreless through 12. Astros scored 2 in the top of the 13th, only to have the Braves score 3 in the bottom of the 13th. How do you like that? Okay, here's Morgan facing Necro. Morgan has reached base twice. He's 1 for 2, a single, a double, stole second each time, and was left on base. And Necro is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Morgan. That's 6-5 left-handed. That's hit well by Morgan. To right field, back to the wall goes Aaron at the warning track. He makes the catch, 1 away, a long out. It was 6-5 left-handed. He's got the power against right-handers, Morgan. 1-4, but it was an 8. And there's 1 away. And here's Jesus. Jesus 0 for 3. Okay, Necro winds and deals. That's 6-11 right-handed, fly ball center. And that's a can of corn for Felipe. So Jesus flies out to his brother, Felipe, in center, 2 down. Whew, and here's Jimmy Wynn. The toy cannon. Overdue. Here's Necro now. Well, that's a 6-7 right-handed, and that'll be a grounder to third stopped by Cletus. A beautiful play, throws to Orlando, and there's a 1-2-3 for Necro. And he's retired 8 in a row. We're in the middle of the 8th. Whoa, it's still a 1-0 ball game. And Larry Dierker is on the mound here in a pitching duel. Bob Didier leading it off. Necro comes out on deck. 1-0 Atlanta. Here's Dierker. Didier 2 for 2. That's 5-4. Switch hitter batting left, grounds to third X. Raider 327. Oh, that goes through. It's a base hit, single 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. E27. And that is a leadoff single by Didier, who's 3 for 3 today. And here comes Necro. Necro had a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd and struck out in the 5th. Here's the pitch from Dierker. He lays it down again. Oh, it's a beauty. The infield is back. It'll be a 4A. And he beats it out. Necro beats out the bunt. That's the last thing Houston needed. First and second, nobody out. And here's Felipe now. Dierker's first endurance is the 9th. The pitch to Felipe. That's 4-6 right-handed. And that is a drive hit out deep into the gap. It's going to drop. Oh, my. Extra bases. Didier scores. Necro scores a triple for Felipe. Oh, my. Oh, a triple off Durker. A 2-run triple here in the bottom of the 8th. That's smarts. That really smarts. And for realism purposes, that's going to be it for Larry Durker. Whoa. That is a kick in the teeth. Durker pitched 7 innings. He has not retired a batter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 hits. He walked 3, struck out 4, and he allowed 3 runs thus far, responsible for Felipe on third. And it's 3-0 Atlanta. That's a shame. Coming in will be Jack Billingham, the right-hander. That's an axe through the heart. I call it a kick in the teeth. Billingham coming in and now taking his warm-ups. And he's ready. There's nobody out with Felipe on third. Here's Felix Millan. What a shame. Well, okay, here's Billingham now. The pitch to Felix. That's 4-5 right-handed, and that's a ballpark blast. He does not have the power, though. 17, I don't think it's going to make it. Against the right-hander, no, it's a long fly to left, but Felipe will tag. So that's the 3rd run this inning. What a shame. That will be charged to Durker, who ends up allowing 4 runs. Now it's 1 out, nobody on. And here's Henry Aaron. If you're looking ahead to the top of the 9th, it'll be Miller, Blefary, and Rader. Miller, Blefary, and Rader. So it's 1 out, nobody on. Here's Aaron now. Billingham, the windup and the pitch. That's 6-8, right-handed. Oh my, that is a base hit for Aaron. Now Rico Carty is the batter. Carty 0 for 3. 1-5 right-handed. Oh my, hit well into the gap for a double. Aaron rounding third. 1-14 coming home with 1 out. We'll let him sit, because Orlando with 1 out, a fly ball can bring him home. Lord Almighty. Here's Billingham now, the pitch to Orlando. 5-7 right-handed. Oh my, he's hitting the money. It's a base hit. Aaron scores, Carty scores. and it is 5 runs this inning. And it's a 6-0 ball game. We will allow him to face, it's a late massacre. We will allow Billingham to face Boyer. Here's the pitch. 1-6, and he grounds it back. This should be 2. Billingham to second, over to first, double play, and the side is retired. But 5 runs on 6 hits, a big triple by Felipe, the single by Cepeda bringing home 2 runs. It's 6-0 now. Stranger things have happened, though. Here's Phil Niekro for his 21st win of the season and a complete game shutout. Norman Miller leads it off. 6-11 left-handed, grounds to short for Jackson, 1 down. That's 9 in a row for Niekro. And here's Blefary. No, I don't, Bill Ivamy. I might have heard something to that effect. No, I don't know it. Blefary is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch from Niekro. That's 2-9 right-handed. Fly ball right for Aaron. 2 outs, and Niekro 1 out away from the complete game shutout and his 21st win of the season. Raiders steps in. Clank. Oh, okay. Here's Niekro. That's 2-8 right-handed, and that's a fly ball to left for Carty. And Carty makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3, 11 retired in order here at the end by Niekro. Final score, Atlanta 6, Houston nothing, sort of an anticlimactic finish with that 5-run inning. Niekro gets the win, though, shutout, his 21st of the season. He pitched 9 innings, 5 hits, great pitching performance. He walked 2, hit 1, struck out 4, a shutout. Billingham came in, he wasn't much better than when Durker got bombed. He allowed 3 hits and allowed 2 runs in 1 inning. The final line of this game is Atlanta 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Houston, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. And that'll put Atlanta ahead 4.5 games, putting the pressure again on San Francisco. They'll need a win to keep pace. The Braves lost the first of this series, and San Francisco also lost. So the pressure is on the Giants. Our next game will be a snoozer. It's Cleveland at Baltimore. I'm not sure when I'll do it. Maybe this afternoon. I hope you understand. It'll be Steve Hargan for Cleveland and Tom Phoebus for Baltimore. And of note is that the Orioles have lost 4 in a row. Really the only losing streak that I would know of that they've had this season, and they don't want to be having a losing streak here at the end. Kathy Harden, you have a beautiful morning. I want to thank everybody who's been here, Mike Terranova, Bill Ivamy, Frank, and everybody else who shared us with this. Thank you for the questions. Made me think about a lot of things I wouldn't have otherwise thought of. I say to everybody, stay strong, stay well, and I'll catch you all next time, okay?
Take care, everybody.